Again, these are 3 signs your MD may not be effectively serving you. These are 3 ways that I think you should probably move away from this doctor, is when they are against the use of food to heal. Okay? When they're against the use of food to heal the body. This is frightening, okay? So when your medical doctor says things like, you shouldn't be taking these enzymes, you should take Remicade instead, you shouldn't be taking vitamin C, you should be taking this drug instead, or this isn't going to do anything for you. Now let me get serious with you guys here. The physician's desk reference, or the drug nursing reference, all right, I have 2013, I got to update it because you know they've got a bunch more of these nasty drugs in the newer edition. But look at how thick this is. All right, these are for the contraindications and side effects of all the prescription drugs. Now, what do you think all these drugs have in common? What they all have in common is that they are not food. All right, what they all have in common is that there's not one drug in this book, that's going to heal your body. Drugs are not foods. The real medicine is food. What you are made up of is food. Food is what will heal the body. So these drugs may be effective at covering up symptoms. They might give you pain relief, but that is only because they all block enzymatic processes in the body, which rob Peter to pay Paul, so that you might get some temporary symptom relief. And I get that. I get that. If people are in pain, they need help. I get that. I get that for crisis and emergency care. Drugs have their place. I get that. But that's not what I'm talking about here. Patients that come to see me with Crohn's, patients that come to see me with constipation, nausea, diarrhea, these are not life-threatening. Excuse me. These are not life-threatening, but they're very stressful. They're very humiliating. They're taking away their freedom, which is my personal #1 value, and that's why I help people get their freedom back. It's not that I've had these issues. Thankfully, I've never had any of these digestive issues, but I really grabbed a hold of this and love this, helping people with these kinds of issues, because they're afraid to leave their house. They're afraid to get on an airplane. They're afraid to even bend over because things might be coming out of there that don't belong coming out, right? So no medication is going to ever heal the body. So when your medical doctor says, stop taking food, or, supplementation, all right, food, things like turmeric, things like ginger, things like digestive enzymes, which are plant-based, which are foods. So #2 is when a medical doctor says, stop taking food in favor of start taking these drugs. That's scary because they're never going to heal the body, all right?